Afternoon, guys. Cookie here. It's been a busy time in the Cookie Kingdom, but wanted to get this video out for you with the Wraithfire Fortress base skin available this week. I'll be doing one shortly on the base skin with the G.I. Joe part 2 as well, but let's start with this one. If you haven't yet, take a minute and like and subscribe, guys. I really appreciate if you do. Helps me out a lot, and you're all my friends, so I hope you'll help me. Now, let's look at this base and see what we're looking at, and if I would get it, and why you should get it if I think you should get it. So, this is an army base. Most of its benefits are for army units. It's the most recent army base released. I think the one right before this was Digital Matrix. So I'm going to compare it to Digital Matrix, really. The level 1 Wraithfire Bastion is like the lesser version. You need less shards to get it. But I don't really recommend getting that unless you come up short on your shards or something and you don't want to spend more money. So you're like, okay, well, I'll just get this, and you don't have anything else. Or you want that 22% army boost. That would be the only two real reasons to get that. And then if you look at the level 2 Wraithfire Fortress, it's a pretty solid base. It starts you with a army damage increase in the front row of 18%. That's 3% more than what Digital Matrix did. It was a 15% army damage increase in the first row. Then it has all units HP plus 50%. So basically for all the rows, all the units, any unit, could be army or other, would get a 50% HP boost. Digital Matrix, as its second attribute, had a army decrease damage of 12% for the first 2 rows. So it's slightly different. I usually evaluate that like I would look at 12% would be about the same as 60% HP in my mind, give or take a little bit. So on the surface, I would say no, that 12 is still better than 50, but this 50 applies to everybody, and that 12 only applies to the first 2 rows. So your third row of units are not getting the damage decrease, but they are getting the HP buff. So basically, it applies to more units. So it's kind of like if it was in the first 2, if it was 75. So it's probably close, but that HP boost may be slightly better than the decreased damage boost. The other thing you have to look at there is how your stats match up. Some people need the decreased damage more because they don't have a lot of it from anywhere else. Other people need the HP more because they've spent a lot on decreased damage buffs, but they don't really have a lot of HP. So you may want to look at that when you decide which base to use. The all units attack 70% is the same for both bases as well, and the holding in stock 50% army HP boost is the same for both bases as well. So kind of a mini buyer's guide for me here. I always recommend that if you primarily use the troop type that this base is, you should probably get it just because that holding in stock 50% HP boost is a really nice boost. Not a lot of bases have a 50% HP holding a stock boost other than the ones that you get that are specific like this. And those do add up because, if you're at, I don't know, 2,000% HP, now you're 2,050, next time you'll be at 2,100, it adds up pretty quickly. It's more significant than most bases, which gives you a 10 or 20% boost. So on that surface alone, I think it's a good base to have, even if you're not going to use it. Now, I don't think this base is a significant upgrade over Digital Matrix. So if you use Digital Matrix and you're not really looking and spending a lot of money to get a new base, you might want to pass on this one because I don't think there's that much of an upgrade, even if the all units HP affects all the rows. I think Digital Matrix results will be pretty close to this. So, spend wisely, I'd say. This is not a base you can get, with vouchers or and it's part of the event or the game. The only way to get this base is to pay for it. And so I would say spend wisely. If you have Digital Matrix and you're happy with it, I don't know that this is going to provide you enough of an upgrade. It'll be a slight upgrade, but I don't know if it's enough of an upgrade. That 3% damage is the main upgrade you're getting. And then again, if you're not primary army, you're probably better off with bases that affect all your units more rather than just army specific units. And you probably don't want to spend $200 or whatever it is to get this base. So that's the way I would look at it. Again, if money isn't an issue, yes, the 50% army HP boost alone is worth it. If it's not much of an issue and you can deal with it, yeah, get the upgrade, and it's a slight upgrade over Digital Matrix. If you're looking at this from like, should I spend this money now or later? There might be better things for you to spend it on later if you have Digital Matrix already. Or if you have one of the, more universal bases like Icy Snowtown or one of those that gives you all your units a buff. Anyhow, that's my breakdown on the Wraithfire Fortress. I think it'll be a slight upgrade over Digital Matrix. Maybe not as significant as you'd want it to be if you already had that and you don't want to spend too much money. Like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys soon. Cookie out.